Hello, everyone. This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today. I have a fun little juicy story time to tell you guys today because this shit keeps happening to me and I'm wanting to know why. And maybe you can leave down in the comments what you guys think because it's crazy. It's crazy. Being a Christian is crazy sometimes, you guys. It really is. I guess I could call this a Spoken Jill juicy ramble. But anyways, you guys, I know I have mentioned David to you guys, but I went down a little rabbit hole last night and it was just insane, okay? You guys know, like, I had a lot of crushes last year. But then I look back at those journal entries and I was like, Kelly, why are you still selling yourself so short? All you need is yourself and God. That is all you need. Just stop. So every time I look at those journal entries, I'm like, oh my gosh, Kelly. You had a crush on one guy that had gone to jail, and you had a crush on another one that had a fiance and a kid. So, I've told you guys I have horrible taste in men. But the thing about David is I am not interested in him romantically. He's not my type. At all. Like, I'm a Christian, but he's like top tier Christian. He's the kind of Christian that goes to church, both services, every Sunday, every Wednesday night, and I don't know if I'll ever be that type of Christian. You guys know I work my butt off, but so does he, so, but like, I don't know if I told you guys it was Easter last year and I had stumbled across this church on Google because I was trying to find another church home to go to because if you've ever heard a church called a dead church, that's what the one I was going to was. So I was like, I told my mom all the time, I said, I want to go to a church where people are on fire for God and they don't care. They don't care if they stand up and clap during the sermon. They don't care about shouting. They don't care about raising their hands. They don't care about any of that. I said, that's the kind of church I want to go to. So I found this church on a whim about 10 minutes down the road from me. And it's a Church of God. But you guys, that Easter service was an awakening for me. I felt like he was talking right to me because, he didn't talk about the usual, Jesus, died and, came alive. Sorry, I'm looking for the, is alive, And he didn't do that usual story. We've all heard it as Christians. We all know what happened. He talked about Mary Magdalene, who I relate to so much. I listened to Alabaster Box so much last year because I relate so much to her and that song, and so I was like, dude, he is talking right to me. What is going on right now? And then I noticed about 3 or 4 rows over. Okay, it's a 400 people church, you guys. But 4 rows over, I just noticed throughout the whole sermon that this one guy kept standing up and clapping and praising the Lord and saying hallelujah and things like that. And I was like, because there weren't that many people that didn't mind standing up during the sermon and praising the Lord like that. So I was like, what is this story with this dude? What is this story? Because I was wrong in the past. You guys, I was so wrong. I told you guys I jumped into my relationship way too quickly. I fell for a wolf in sheep's clothing, you guys. And so I have some major trust issues. Like, I think to myself sometimes, well, yeah, he may praise God at church, but how is he behind closed doors? How is it fake? Is it real? I don't know, you guys. Like, I'm just curious, you know? And like I said, he's there every service. Every single service he's there. Even though I'm going to the morning service tomorrow because I have to be at work at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to the 9 o'clock service tomorrow. Hopefully, if they have church. Please, God, let them have church. But usually I don't go to the morning service. Usually I go to 11 o'clock. So we shall see. But you guys, I need a good sermon. But anyways, David. So from that Easter Sunday, every time I went to church there, I saw him. Every single time. Every single time. But I'm gutless, you guys. I'm not the kind of person that will just go up to a complete stranger and say, hi, I'm Kelly. It's nice to meet you. What's your name? I'm not that kind of person. I literally, the last time I was at church, I asked our worship pastor, he had come up to shake my hand, and David was sitting 3 rows ahead of me. And all I said was, I've noticed that one man there, that he comes to church every single day, or every Sunday and Wednesday, and so on and so forth. I said, what is his name? And he was like, oh, you're talking about David. I was like, oh, okay, so we got a name, people, we got a name. And then, listen to this, you guys. So I got the name, and then that day, my friend Angie came into work to shop, because we're only allowed to shop on our days off, right? And I don't know what made me ask her, you guys. It was random. I just said, do you know a David C? C, last name C. And she said, actually, I do. She was like, I went to after prom with him years ago, and he had broken his foot, and he was dancing with a broken foot. And she was like, yeah, so that was what, 15 years ago. And she was like, I hadn't heard of him in so long until you mentioned his name. She said that is literally how long it's been. But when I looked him up on Facebook, I realized we had 5 mutual friends. So I was like, okay, we have 5 mutual friends, so it's not going to look weird if I add him on Facebook. So I did. And then I forgot what day I messaged him, but and I can't remember what it was about. But I mentioned my brother, right? You know, I said, you know, my brother is the evangelist of the 2 of us. I'm just a sinner that was born again. I said, I said, what do you do during the hard days? That's why I asked. I said, my name is Kelly. Go to the church. And I said, I just want to ask you, what do you do during the hard days? Because it just seems there are not many Christian people in the world anymore. And I don't know, maybe our love for Christ is what is making me so curious about him in the first place. But I did introduce myself, but I did ask him, I said, what do you do during the hard days? And my niece noticed I was talking to her the whole time. And she was like, she said, a match made in heaven. Long ass Texers. But I've been saying to both my friend Paula and my niece, I said, I am not romantically interested, okay? He is too good for me. I'm sorry. But he is. Like, this is total, like, friends zonage, okay? I don't know. I really don't know, you guys. So anyways, I mentioned my brother, and he sent me this little message about, how grief is hard, and that how many people he's lost in his life. He said people, you guys. He didn't say anybody in particular, but he was like, I have to believe that we are going to see them one day. And it was really sweet. But last night, my niece said, you should Google his name and put the city that he lives in to make sure he doesn't have a record. Because I'm sorry, you guys, if it sounds like I'm being judgmental, I'm sorry, but I will not date a man that's been in jail. Okay? I'm sorry. I know, I'm not perfect. I know, but I had somebody that when I met them, they were like, I do have a past, but I'm trying to get my life better. I'm trying to get my life better. Through God, I'm getting my life better. So it's really hard for me. But the record was clean. No jail time. But I did run across his brother's obituary. And not only did I find out in 2023 that he must have been married at some point, but his brother passed away on my birthday, January 18th. Yeah. And I was telling my niece, I said, we talked about my brother before I even knew that he also lost his brother. I said, I didn't know. I said, he didn't tell me nobody in particular. He just said people. So I didn't know. Yeah. You guys. And then today, when I went to a salon, you guys, I braved this snow to get my hair done. Today's the only day I have off, and I had to get it done before my birthday weekend. So I went to the salon that I've gone to my whole entire life since I was a little girl. And yeah, it's black this time. I like darker on me with my complexion. I like darker hair on me. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? But it doesn't really matter because I love it. Just saying. But anyway, so of course I was telling them about David because they usually know everybody. And the one salonist, her name is Tina, she lives right next door to the church. So I told her his full name and she was like, I don't know a David C. And then I don't know how it was mentioned, but she said, I'm about to turn 57, and it's her and her mother, and her mother goes, yep, next Saturday. And I said, is that the 19th? And she was like, no, it's the 18th. I said, I've known you my whole life, and I'm just now realizing that we shared the same birthday. What is going on, you guys? What is going on? I don't know how to feel about all this, you guys. And then on top of all of that, my dad told me the other day, he said, have you been seeing the number 444 a lot? I said, yep. That's like one of my favorite. Not my favorite angel number. 222 is my favorite angel number, but 444 is very special to me. And for my dad to mention it, knowing that I've been seeing it too, it's like craziness. Craziness. Like, what is God trying to tell us, you guys? Because I don't want to make the wrong decisions, you guys. I've wasted 10 years. I wasted 10 years of my life just trying to control everything, and I'm ready to just not control everything, but I don't want to make a mistake. I'm the same way at work. I hate making mistakes at work, you guys, because I've wasted so much time on probably one of the hugest mistakes in my life, and I just don't want to waste any more time. So, these gnats, man, I killed one the other day. Where do they keep coming from? I'm sorry, where was I? But, and it's happened in such quick succession the last few days that I'm like, what is God trying to tell me? Is he trying to tell me stay away? Or is he trying to tell me, yes, keep talking to him, befriend him. Y'all probably have a lot in common, la 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 la. You know, I don't know. I've never had this assurance before, especially with my crushes from last year. I've never, like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about you guys. Have you guys ever been through something like this? Because I want to know what to do. I don't want to scare the kid away by, like, when I was crushing on Robert and Nathan, or Nick, sorry, when I was crushing on Robert and Nick, I always felt like I had to text them all the time. But with David, it's like, okay, Kelly, that one conversation was very eye-opening, but let him message you first. So, and then, I don't know, you guys. It's about to drive me nuts. It is. Because, like I said, he is not my type. He's bald. That's one thing. That's probably why I did notice him out of a room of 400 people. I've never really been into bald guys, but that sounds so freaking shallow now that I'm saying it, knowing how I feel about this kid. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I just don't want to get my heart broken again. That shit sucks so bad. And not just from romantic interest either, but from people that love me. I hate getting my heart broken. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? But yes, I am 6 days away from going on my trip, and I am so freaking excited. This is probably the most exciting, besides Thanksgiving with my family, thing that I've done all year, and I can't wait. But I'm not like wishing the days away or anything like that. I'm just focusing on my work, doing it well. And then when the day gets here, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, it got here so quick. And then when I get there, I'm only going for a 4-day weekend. So I'm like, those days are going to go by so quick. So I just want to enjoy each moment and take lots of pictures. Because I want to remember this. I want to remember turning 34 one day when I'm 80 or whatever, or older, and saying, yeah, that was a great birthday. So, but anyways, you guys. Oh yes, we're almost at 22 minutes, so I might as well just keep talking until it hits 22 minutes. I'm sorry about my TV back here. I'm actually watching Look Goose Talking, and it's doing that little wallpaper thingy on the TV. That I'm so excited about that game tonight against the Steelers and the Ravens. It's playing on Amazon Prime. Now, I've got Amazon Prime, and we're doing like this fantasy thing at work, and if I win, I get $75. So, and I said that the Redskins or the Commanders are going to win the Super Bowl this year, so we shall see. We shall see. David is a Commanders fan, but anyways, you guys, I love you guys.